Hello, welcome, Marlene here. I hope everyone had a nice Christmas. I can't believe January's already gone. I've been busy with some house renovations, but I managed to crank out a couple of Valentine's Day cookies. We're going to start with this adorable cactus cookie. You'll find the cutter information in the description box here. I'm just quickly demonstrating how I draw my designs. I screenshot the cutter and then I can draw on top and get the lines exactly and kind of create my design. And once I've got my design, I can move on to the actual decorating process. Starting off the cookie with some black outlines. I've got a tipless bag and I'm not outlining the flower. I'm going to leave that. And I did add some kind of rough guidelines to help me out for this. And you can just run through this, let it dry a little bit, and then you'll be able to come in and flood your sections. When you're working with an outline, your icing can be much runnier. It'll smooth out faster as well. The outline holds the icing, so you don't have to have a thicker icing so that it doesn't fall off the cookie. It has this kind of barrier, a dam that stops it from falling off the cookie. And there we go, there are the lines. I'm ready to fill in the green sections. As you can see, there are 3 colors there. I've got a darker version kind of the same color, and then just a completely different color for the leaves. And I'm just going to switch my cookie here on the little turntable. And I'm stopping where the flower would start. There's no perimeter line there holding the icing, but it's thick enough that it's not getting away. And I'm just quickly filling this in here, making sure to connect to the black perimeter and being careful too to not spill over that vein in the middle. Like so. And now grabbing my dark green to create a bit of shading here under this arm. Like that. And sometimes you'll add guidelines, but when you're at it, they don't make sense anymore, so you can always tweak. So I had added, oh darn it, I covered the black line there. Okay. And now connect to the darker color so that the seam fades away. And we're just going to fill all this arm in. There. And let's get everything connected to the black line. And I'm just going to shake it to smooth it out. And now moving to the other side. Like so. And then I'm just kind of rounded in here. Filling all this in, again with a shake. That's it. And now we can fill in the larger area. Again with the shading over here on this side. My black line got hidden a bit there, so I'm just fixing that. And I forgot to pull this here into this little corner. And there it is. We're going to let this dry a little bit before moving on. Like all cookies, there's so many ways to finish off a design. I just went with this. It's very fiddly, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're only making a few and it's like a special gift and you really like it, well, you can replicate this. So I'm starting off with an ivory line, a wiggly line, and then I'm placing one by one little heart sprinkles. Like I said, a very fiddly process, only for those that you love very, very much, because it's very long to pick up each one and position it. Just getting the tweezers to clamp onto these little sprinkles is proving to be tricky. And I'm working a little sections at a time, because the line dries by the time, as you can see here, I'm trying to pick up this darn thing. And by the time I get them on, now I messed the line, and by the time I get them on, the line is dry. And now I'm going to go over here on this one. And I'm going to do two on this side here. They meet up at the center for this arm. And again, positioning my little sprinkles one by one. If the cookies dry, you could just like randomly sprinkle them, and they're not going to stick on other stuff. But if you're very kind of particular about where you want your stuff to land, you're probably going to have to do it with tweezers. There. And now the center part of the cookie. The wider the gap between the lines, the fewer lines you'll need. So factor that in when you add them. They still look cute when they're wider, spaced. I'm staggering the hearts when I add the next row. You see, already not sticking. Already. Annoying. So I have to press it in. There. As I move along making this design, I'm making the lines wider and wider. I've gone from 6 to 4. I don't find that it looks less cute with 4 lines across. And it's saving me placing these hearts a bit. And there. And now I'm grabbing some stiff icing with a petal tip, and I'm adding my flour. Rotating the turntable. There. I'm adding a few sprinkles while the icing is wet there to the middle. And then a little pearl in the middle of that to finish it off. And there is my little cactus. In my original sketch, I had written on the cookie, but I thought it looked too busy with my ivory lines there, so I've opted to wrap them and add the message on a little card attached to the ribbon. I think that's going to be cuter. Here are some pun ideas should you be making some cactus cookies this Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, be sure to post them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. And if you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads, and I'll see you next time.